Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye, now I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stood at the doorway, knew I'd rather be drunk with you. I'd rather be drunk.
Hey Internet, Dracofunk here, and welcome back to the 100 subscriber special. I think this is episode 30 of Driving to the South Pole. And today we are starting off in the Rover. I know I should be flying the Scout aircraft out, but I decided really what I need to do is fly pretty far out and figure out if I'm going to go north or south of this mountain range, and that is going to be a more extensive mission than I had time to do this week. So I figured I need to get around these mountains that are to the east of me anyway, and along the coast is a little bit too rough. So I'm just going to head, I'm going to say mostly southwest, and just keep heading that way, kind of to the middle of the continent, and whatever way I end up going, it'll be okay. My inclination actually is to go on the western side. Is it the western side? Maybe, no, the eastern side of the mountains, not the west. Western, yeah, no, it is the western side. I can't, I'm recording this really early. Like, really early. And I can't keep directions straight. I need some more coffee. I have some of that around here somewhere. But either way, we are on our way. And you know, it's south. I really had hoped to complete this. My estimate was 40 missions, so by that logic, I am 10 episodes away. Or I will be 10 episodes away after this. So, there was probably the title card scene. What else is going on this week? So last week I was completely wrong about our release schedule because I got confused for our movie commentaries. I think last week the Return of the Incredible Hulk comes out. This week will be the first Friday public domain movie, Take Two. Our first one, we got a copyright strike, and the studio has falsely decided that they are going to claim it even though they don't have the right to. We have verified this, but if we escalate it to the next level, we risk the whole channel, and we're just not going to do that. Even though they're wrong. But hey, we have a new public domain movie coming out, and I was not there for the recording session, so I haven't seen it. I did do the audio editing. Vomit did the video editing and made the slide, and we will see. So hopefully that comes out this Friday. If it doesn't come out, it's because it's because of issues. And then next week will be the trial of the Incredible Hulk. And then after that, I believe we're back onto the Marvel, or not the Marvel, because Incredible Hulk is Marvel, but MCU with Spider-Man Homecoming. And hey, we're still... the Reusable Space Program is still putting out videos. I'm putting out videos. I uploaded them like a month ago. So I don't remember where we are. My goal with that was to just get so far ahead that I didn't have to think about it, and that it's kind of going on its own. Very soon, though, we will have a special episode with guest Shaggy B. I think we do 2 of them. I'm trying to get Vomit or Scrodrick to join me on an episode. Maybe in the future. If it does, it'll be next month. Oh, in real news, though, hope all the people down in Florida are doing okay. I haven't looked yet on the news to see how that's going. I should probably be doing that. So if you are impacted by the hurricane, I wish you the best and hope everything is okay in your part of the world. My friends that are... I don't have any but friends that are in the direct path, but I do have some friends who are in the indirect path, I guess. And they have done their best to prepare. What else? Space news. So SpaceX did a static fire of their rocket booster. I don't remember which number it is. I think it's booster 9. 31 of the 33 engines lit, but it was a full duration test. The mid-bay has been deconstructed, and I think they're hoping to get the next orbital attempt in the next coming weeks to a month. And we will look forward to that. A quick check on the weather, and it seems Hurricane Idalia is making landfall with 130 mile per hour winds. Well, that's not good. So I really hope everybody is safe there. I get worried because a lot of people who have never been impacted by a hurricane before have not been taking this seriously. And you should really always take things seriously. I know a couple years ago there was a pretty bad tornado close to where I live, and a lot of my friends, like including Shaggy B, Vomit, and Scrodrick, were all contacting each other because it was impacting close to where some of us were and some of our families. And we've all been through tornado warnings before, and usually, well, thankfully, nothing has ever really happened. And I know I was calling, like I called my mom, and they're like, well, we're watching Netflix. Do we really need to worry about it? And I'm like, yeah, you do. And I called my sister, and she said the same thing. I'm like, no, you're closer. You need to be in the basement. She's like, okay. And then the tornado sirens started going off, and it was a scary night. Luckily, nobody was injured. I did have some friends be impacted by it, some more than others. Some of my sister's friends, their house lost its entire roof, and it was very close to a lot of people I knew. So, you know, take weather warning seriously. If you're told to evacuate, evacuate. This has been a Highway 47 public announcement. Mostly where I did not talk about what I'm doing on the screen, and what I'm doing is driving mostly south. And luckily during this type of terrain, I'm able to coast a little bit, which lets me keep my battery charge going. So when I can coast down a hill and the battery charge comes back up, and I'm still using more than I'm generating, but it's at a slow enough rate that I'm not going to run out of electricity during this drive. Which can happen especially if I'm on flat terrain. It would happen if I'm on an incline, but most of the time the inclines aren't constant enough, and there are instances where I can coast going down. Occasionally you've seen me where I start to slow almost all the way down, and unfortunately during this drive I had a couple interruptions, and I was not able to completely keep my focus on driving, so I let it slow down a little bit, which sometimes happens. And this part of Kerbin is I'm kind of in between two mountain ranges now. I just passed one at the start of this video, and it's going to be probably 2 more episodes before I get close to the next one. I think I'm going to... There are some lakes. I'm going to try and drive towards those and probably camp out there. I had originally intended to fly the scout aircraft out there, but really its next mission needs to be to make sure I can find a passable route around this next mountain range. And once I make it past those mountains, the next stop is getting onto the ice sheet for the South Pole. And it's really exciting. I really hope I can make it there by episode 40. That is my goal. So at least by episode 40, or even before then. But either way, we are going to keep on driving. We haven't had any more issues with the Rover train since that one little bit of an accident. We got across the river, okay. And And yeah, so we're going to stop here. And as you can see, all the Kerbals are stowed in their spots. Surdred, who was the pilot of the aircraft that brought the new head locomotive. As you can see, we made a fair amount of distance. We still have a little bit of that mountain range to get around. And there's the lake. You can see right there. So I think I'm going to head kind of towards there and stop. I don't know if I can make it there. I might be able to make it there in the next episode. That's if I take off and don't do the scout plane. If I do the scout aircraft, I won't have enough time. But join us next week as we continue the drive on for this Rover train, and I'll see you then. Thanks guys for watching. Like and subscribe.